Join me on a visit to Rebecca Schaeffer's grave, the young star who left us far too early. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at Traces of Hollywood. You all probably know Rebecca Schaeffer as the talented young actress from My Sister Sam with Pam Dauber and David Naughton. The show was created to be a star vehicle for Dauber after her success on Mork and Mindy. Sadly, in 1989, only a year after the second and final season of the series, Schaeffer was gunned down by an obsessed fan from Arizona named John Bardo, who had stalked her for nearly 3 years and had hired private detectives to find her address. Born in 1967, she was only 21 years old when she was murdered in front of her own apartment in West Hollywood. This is a brief visit to Rebecca Schaeffer's grave in Portland, Oregon. She's buried in the Ahavai Sholom Jewish Cemetery in Multnomah County, and it's in the picturesque hills just south of the city. You'll notice there are stones laid upon the grave. This is a Jewish tradition that has different meaning to different people. Some do it as a belief that it helps keep the soul closer to the world of the living. Others do it to show that the grave has been visited and that the departed person is loved and remembered. And yet another meaning is that, unlike flowers that will soon wilt and fade, stones are eternal and depict the permanence of the memory of those lost. Her tombstone is engraved with the words, "Beloved Daughter and Courageous Spirit, Rebecca Lucille Schaeffer." There's also a poem attributed to her, "I am so wise to think love will prevail. I am so wise," and signed with her initials, RLS 1989. I wanted to share a tip if you decide to visit her gravesite, since Google Maps took me to a spot where there's no access, so I found an easier way to locate it. So right next to it, this is Riverview Cemetery. It's a very large and well-known cemetery in Portland, and its main entrance is just over here on Route 43 that connects to downtown Portland to the north, and you'll see this is the Selwood Bridge. So just after you enter the main gates of Riverview, right here where the bridge meets the 43, you'll just follow the paths and the roadways all the way through the cemetery to the back gates, which you'll find open onto Palatine Hill Road. From there, you'll turn right and drive west just a couple of blocks and then turn left or south onto First Street. That will take you directly to the small parking lot for Ahavai Sholom Cemetery. And once you park in front of the chapel in this small lot here, just walk straight back along the main path, and then you'll look for this large tree with the big rock next to it here. And once you're in that spot, you can find Rebecca's grave, which is indicated right here by the yellow arrow. And this cemetery is only about a 15-minute drive from Portland, so if you are interested in coming and paying your respects, it's an easy trip. If you look immediately to the right of Rebecca's grave, you'll see the grave of her mother, Olivia, who also went by Dana Schaeffer. She taught writing at local Portland colleges and was also a psychological counselor with her own private practice, and later performed a one-woman stage play called You in Midair, and that helped her honor her daughter and also helped her manage her own grief. She and her husband Benson Schaeffer worked to help pass the Driver's Privacy Protection Act of 1994 to prevent stalkers from being able to obtain personal information of California residents. Dana herself died in November 2022 at the age of 78 due to complications following an aortic valve replacement surgery. They say the greatest grief a parent can experience is losing a child, so it wasn't so much sad to see their graves side by side, but instead gave me a sense of comfort that they will rest eternally together. Rest in peace, Rebecca and Dana. You are both forever in our hearts. I especially want to thank you for joining me as we honor some of our favorite celebrities. And go ahead and consider hitting that little circle on the bottom right to subscribe if you want to be the first to know when a new video comes up.